Well, folks, it's a new week, and that means it's time for another terrible episode of Ben After Dark. Guys, it happened. It took less than an hour into Donald Trump's second term for the left to officially call somebody Hitler. Vegas odds had it around 8 hours, so congratulations to everyone who bet the under. That was basically me. I had the under. Well, you might have thought it would be Trump they called Hitler. Wrong. They ran out of steam on that one when Trump actually won and then was congratulated by Democrats. That made it awkward to call him Hitler because then they'd have been congratulating actual Hitler.
Heil Hitler, you're going to be the best. Heil Hitler, you can do it. Heil Hitler, Heil Hitler, Heil Hitler, Heil Hitler, Heil Hitler.
This time, it's the South African billionaire Elon Musk, who, while speaking at the inauguration, made an unfortunate hand signal. He was immediately labeled equivalent to a man who killed 6 million Jews. I'm gonna be honest, I was more offended by these motions from Elon. That's not how you dance to that, and I don't dance to that. Elon Musk was not performing a Sieg Heil. He wasn't hoping to magically restore Nazi Germany during a president's inauguration rally, like some sort of brazen Indiana Jones villain or like a mainstream Democrat standing for Hamas. In reality, he pointed to his heart and then motioned that his heart goes out to you. That's the whole stupid thing. Now, was it the most chill way to express that? No. But have the words Elon Musk and most chill way ever been said in the same sentence before? Also, no. I think Elon would be the first to admit he doesn't exactly have an athlete's hand-eye coordination or the grace of a ballerina. He's a little like a bull in a china shop, and not this bull.
MJ didn't officially become the GOAT until the Hitler mustache.
Jordan won 6 titles, became the face of Nike, a billionaire. But here's the thing, there are lots of billionaires.
If another billionaire wore a Hitler stash, he'd be boycotted, destroyed. But with Jordan, you were never quite confident enough to criticize him.
It's hard to make a decision worse than quitting basketball to play baseball, but Michael Jordan did do that. Well, anyway, as you can guess, Democrats saw this as their window of opportunity to once again repeatedly call anyone they dislike a Nazi. They just can't stop saying it over and over again. They're like seagulls from Finding Nemo. Instead of saying mine, they say Hitler. Even the Anti-Defamation League said this whole thing is Munich to do about nothing. They released a statement explaining, quote, "It seems Elon Musk made an awkward gesture in a moment of enthusiasm, not a Nazi salute. But again, we appreciate that people are on edge." Musk himself, who I'd like to remind you, visited Auschwitz with me, denied the accusation, correctly noting that the "everyone is Hitler" attack is really tired, which, by the way, could be a catchy song.
Everything is Hitler. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is
Heil Hitler.
Oh, no. I can promise you one thing. This is not the last Hitler we will hear about, not even this week. It's like Oprah giving out cars. You're Hitler. You're Hitler. You're Hitler. Everyone's Hitler. You'd think Democrats would be scared just repeatedly saying the name of the most evil human being in history. Maybe it might bring him back to life or something.
It's showtime.
Well, then again, they might not be scared of that. They did say Joe Biden over and over again. They couldn't bring him back to life either.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm not kidding.
Well, now the inauguration wasn't the only important American event that took place January 20th. It was also Martin Luther King Jr. Day, a celebration of the civil rights leader who championed equality, justice, and nonviolence. And to help us understand the importance of a national holiday like this, who should we turn to? Who can we depend on in pop culture to deliver the type of meaningful message and call for balance that Dr. King would have approved of?
Like weed, like dope, like cocaine, put it up your nose.
How about rapper Sexyy Red? I know you thought she'd gone missing, like Ellen Page, but she's still with us, like an awful STD that just won't go away, which you might know something about, actually. The popular musician who broke out with songs like Slob on My Sea Cat, Pound Town, and a real gospel number called Slut Me Out, went to X on the occasion to post 2 photos in the name of MLK. Here's the first. I don't think I need to point this out to you. It's actually an AI-generated image of Sexyy Red dancing intimately with and staring longingly into MLK's eyes while wearing a low-cut tank top. And if you thought this was real, I need to also let you know you are not dating Brad Pitt. But you know what's not AI? Sexyy Red's face tattoos that make it look like she might, in fact, have a beard. Well, this is insane. It is good timing, though. Now that Diddy's in jail, she can be the most popular rapper with a beard. Sexyy Red was not done. She apparently had a dream of her own, posting yet another picture online, this time placing herself in a plunging red dress, holding a stack of money, linking arms with MLK during 1963's March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom. Those with eagle eyes will notice she added a Trump sign into the mix. Ironically, Trump is likely one of the only men on the planet she has not. Again, I'm going to state the obvious. This picture, though I admit it made me laugh, is nearly as fake as the negative chlamydia test Sexyy Red recently received.
Remember JD Vance? He was like, I got burnt by gonorrhea twice.
No, I ain't never had. I had chlamydia before though twice.
So you felt it like you was burning?
No, it'd be a smell.
But not everyone laughed. Bernice King, for example, the youngest child of Martin and Coretta Scott King, surprisingly not thrilled. She called the post intentionally distasteful, dishonoring, deplorable, and disrespectful to her family and father, ending the tweet with just 2 words, the same sentiment I'd post if Sexyy Red's music was accidentally downloaded onto my phone. Please delete. It's safe to assume Sexyy Red heard it loud and clear because she deleted the images soon after, leaving room for the real statements for civil rights already on her feed. Like this one she posted to her 5 million followers on Christmas Day. Again, that was on Christmas. So it's not just Martin Luther King Jr. she feels spicy about, it's also St. Nick. Ho, ho, ho. We'll get to more of whatever this is in a second. First, as social unrest escalates and crime rates climb, securing the safety of our families is more crucial than ever. I'm about as pro-Second Amendment as it gets, but the thought of using lethal force is not ideal for everyone. That's why you need to check out Byrna. Listen, I know that it's important to protect my family. That's why I own a lot of firearms. But the idea of killing somebody in my house with a firearm, if there's an alternative, I'd like to have the option of using it. Introducing the Byrna Ungun, the non-lethal self-defense platform. Lightweight, simple to use, it uses an easy-to-load 5-round magazine. It's powered by an 8-gram CO2 cartridge. Byrna launchers fire a 68 caliber chemical-filled projectile using patented pull-pierce technology, where the CO2 canister is only punctured on the first trigger pull, meaning your launcher is always at the ready. It's capable of incapacitating an attacker for over 30 minutes. It's accurate and effective at over 60 feet. It requires no permits, no background checks. It's interstate travel friendly. With Byrna, you will be prepared to defend. The Byrna is a safer, more sensible alternative that could potentially save lives on both sides, protecting both user and aggressor. Thanks to Byrna for sponsoring this video. If you haven't yet, go check out this week's episode of Ben After Dark on Daily Wire Plus, brought to you by Byrna. In other shocking news this week, President Trump has started to do what he said he was going to do, deport criminal illegal immigrants. Now, this sort of policy tends to anger 2 types of people, Democrats and criminal illegal immigrants who support Democrats. Here's one guy who seemed rather perturbed about being deported.
I'm not going back to Haiti.
One of those threats is this illegal alien from Haiti. ICE says he's a gang member with 17 criminal convictions in recent years.
Trump, you feel me? Yo, Biden forever, bro. Thank Obama for everything that he did for me, bro.
Well, at least we know who voted for Joe Biden. Well, in any case, Trump's immigration proposals, which were considered absolutely outrageous in 2015, have now become totally mainstream. A vast majority of the public supports mass deportation of criminal illegal immigrants. That's so true, a bunch of Democrats voted in favor of the Lake and Riley Act, named for the 22-year-old woman slain by illegal immigrants in Georgia. That's right, Democrats voted in favor of enforcing immigration law. Nature is truly healing. But there are some people who are very angry about the administration's policies. That includes Pope Francis, who said this week that mass deportation would be a disgrace, which is strange since his house has this around it. And he's not the only religious figure or pretend religious figure, as the case may be, to fight against Trump's immigration plans. This week at the National Prayer Service, an Episcopalian pastor, yes, that's an actual profession, began preaching at President Trump and Vice President Vance. Here's what she had to say.
Let me make one final plea, Mr. President. Millions have put their trust in you. And as you told the nation yesterday, you have felt the providential hand of a loving God. In the name of our God, I ask you to have mercy upon the people in our country who are scared now. There are gay, lesbian, and transgender children in Democratic, Republican, and independent families. Some who fear for their lives. And the people who pick our crops and clean our office buildings, who labor in poultry farms and meat packing plants, who wash the dishes after we eat in restaurants and work the night shifts in hospitals, they may not be citizens or have the proper documentation, but the vast majority of immigrants are not criminals. They pay taxes and are good neighbors. They are faithful members of our churches and mosques, synagogues, wadara, and temples.
Well, it turns out that nobody liked this lecture from the lady who won the Merrick Garland female lookalike contest at the local pub. President Trump didn't like it. JD Vance continued his long string of excellent impersonations of Jim from The Office.
I don't know how well he's fitting in here. He's always looking at the camera like this.
I have to say, the Vance family has become one of the best things about American politics. Check out this video of Usha and the kids from the inauguration. There's not a mother alive who hasn't had to do this routine a million times. The awkward, don't you see, you're so cute. Get your hand down, stop it, stop. Don't worry, they're not normal according to Democrats. The real normal are people who want an open border and also to trans the children. I cannot imagine why Donald Trump is the 47th president of the United States. Well, folks, this has been yet another terrible episode of Ben After Dark. We'll see you here next week.